I'm Larry Sanders. I'm a person. I'm a father. I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I'm a painter. I'm a musician. And sometimes I play basketball. Well, I know I disappeared for a while. People were wondering where I was. I actually entered into Rogers Memorial Hospital, and it was a program for anxiety and depression, mood disorders. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about what's important and where I would want to devote my time and energy. I think I love basketball. I always be playing basketball, but for it to be consuming so much of my life and time right now, that's it's not there for me. That's not that worth it. I will be branching and establishing, things around me as far as my family, and if I get to a point where I feel I'm capable of play basketball again, I will. People are gonna have their opinions about it. They're gonna have their what they would do if they were in that situation and how they would handle it. It'll be the Twitter that says like, "Hey, I hope you go die," and then the next one will be like, "Yo, I love you. Come to my team." Like go play for the Mavs. The next one's like, "Go jump off a cliff." You know what I mean? People really like labels. You get to identify something with something else that you may think it makes sense to you. You may rationalize it. I just don't neglect the and, don't neglect the and. That's what I would say, hey, yeah, you say I'm selfish and I'm loving and I'm caring and, and I'm fearful sometimes, and I'm also brave. We all are more than just one thing. In a lot of situations, it's very admirable for a person to take that risk and follow their heart and go after their intuition and their passion. I think for me, it just seemed like a crazier, higher risk because of my higher paying profile job. I think this is seen to be a desirable, lucrative job and position. So people say, "Oh, how could you be unhappy there? How could that be a place you don't want to be?" Values and the relationship with the people I love around me, that's like my real riches, that's what the lasting, my lasting wealth. I understand that it's not what fuels happiness. Happiness isn't behind a golden gate. Happiness is really an internal thing. Everyone wants to compare past. I could compare, it's just personal. It's just and you have an idea of where it should be or where it should go. Like my idea wasn't even for it to go to the NBA. So how at this point can I say I'm off path or I'm going the wrong way? You talk about the mental side of basketball, it being in that 1% and it being 90% mental. 90% of what you're doing a day is mental, and that mental side should be catered to in that sense. Cannabis came later on in my life, and it was for me used medically for some of the symptoms that I was having, due to like a lot of stress and pressure I was under, given my work. Coming to the league, you could drop this, large amount of money out of nowhere. People automatically change around you. That just happens. You become an ATM to some people. You have to be correct in your statements. You have to, state things a certain way. You give up your freedom of speech. For real, you really can't say how you feel. There's no one really, trying to guide and, teach you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So you get lost, you get your money stolen. You come from not having anything, and money having to add up to a possession. I wish I could have said goodbye formally, to the Bucks at the arena at the Bradley Center. I want them to know that it was never about them. It's never about the fans or how they treated me, because that was awesome. These decisions are for my family. Every day, your life begins, and you have a day that is not like any other day. I'm at a point where I'm excited about devoting my energy to these positive things in people and making a difference in this unseen world.